the 3 weeks between of and between I got distracted. Hi, Serena. Um, the 3 weeks between the 17th of Tammuz and the 9th of Av. And here in this time, I want to share an idea for us for our practice today of the inner body and the Holy of Holies at the heart. There's a beautiful teaching that the entire Mishkan is related to the body and body parts, and offering today an idea of moving into the inner body and the core and the center body for resourcing and for a dropping into that which is eternal, our essence. And I experienced this whole time, the idea of the walls of the temple being breached on the 17th of Tammuz, moving towards then moving into the Holy of Holies on the 9th of Av. I want to offer an idea of opening and dissolving the edges and the walls of our own experiences to come into our hearts and to come into all that's in our hearts, including grief and sorrow and joy and gratitude, that an open heart is an open heart. And so for the practice today, I want to honor and name my teacher, Donald Moyer, who's taught all about the inner body in the yoga. So I see you standing. Are you ready to go? So as you know, many of you, I drop in the teachings, as we continue to practice, as we go. So please take yourselves to your mats. And again, we need 2 blocks, 2 blankets, and a strap. And we're going to be moving through a gentle practice today, starting on the ground. And if anything I offer is not right for your body, please take care of yourselves. Some of us have knee stories and shoulder stories, and we'll be opening gently into different parts of the body. So please always offer yourself a rest or something that is better suited for your unique temple of your body. So we'll lie down on the blanket with a strap nearby. And take a moment to settle and camp in the tent of your body. We are reading in the Torah of our journeys, Masai, and there are repeating phrases of they traveled and they settled, or camped. They traveled and they camped. Nasa and Chana. And so let's rest and settle. Maybe take an audible sigh, take fingertips to just beneath the upper collarbone. Take 3 long breaths with knees bent, feet on floor, just inhaling. And on the exhale, releasing a little sigh, releasing anything that's come before this moment, this morning. And noticing the shoulder blades, the scapula, the back body on the ground. And arriving to the body. And go ahead, take hands now, rub the palms together. Warm them up and place palms of hands on the eyes with fingertips resting toward your scalp. And just take one more moment of Nimiyut, moving inward. Continuing to notice the breath and the settling Chana of the body into the floor. And let the touch of the palms quiet the mind, quiet the traveling of your thoughts, and resting into the sensing body for the next 45 minutes. And from here, let's release the hands. Go ahead. Take fingertips to the tops of the legs at the hip crease. And with both sides evenly lengthened, keep your left foot on the floor with the knee bent. Extend the right leg up at an angle that's comfortable for your back. Maybe keep a little bit of a lower arch in the back and circle ankle joint one way and another, opening the body, just opening the joints. The beams of the body as the limbs of the body in the teaching of the temple, in the midrash, and bend and straighten the knees, one knee. Just waking up the joints, waking up the aliveness of your leg, letting the daylight illuminate the openings, and then go ahead, keep knee bent and circle the thigh gently, small circles, waking up the hip joint. The left knee is steady, the left foot is steady on the ground, feeling the foundation of the rest of your body on the floor, settled and camped. Maybe take the leg the other way. And then place the right foot on floor, extend left leg up. Circle the ankle joint one way and another. If this is difficult, if you need support for core strength for lifting the leg, please just take a strap around the foot for this part and let the posture serve you in whatever way is best. And then bend and straighten the knee. You can do this sitting as well. Oh, and just taking breaths and resting and settling with every bend of the knee, every exhale. And then circling the thigh, the upper leg in the hip joint, moving through from ankle to knee to hip, waking up the joints for more stability in the beams of our legs, our pillars of support. Okay, and from here, we'll just take another few opening leg movements, but let's take hands to hips beside, flat on the floor, and we'll take a little baby bridge pose. So establish the base of toes and the circumference of your heel, evenly spreading the weight, distributing it, and then lifting up into the hips just a tiny bit, sending knees over ankles away from crown. Maybe bring shoulders together a little bit under, shoulder blades moving together so that you have support, and little baby bridge pose, lifting the pelvis up. And release that back down. Keep left knee bent again, and this time bend the right knee all the way close into chest. Hold behind the thigh at the knee crease and extend the left leg on the floor. Right knee is bent, holding close to chest. Left leg extends, flex the foot, open the sole of the foot as you just did as it was on the floor. And find the inner line of the inner heel up through the inner knee, inner leg, and imagine that line continuing up through spine to crown. Take left arm overhead by your ear. So the line continues all the way up through inner armpit, elbow, wrist to fingers. Keeping the breath moving, receiving Nishmat Chaim, the breath of life with every movement. And now take the other arm overhead behind you, and let's just extend the right leg long on the floor and feel both legs long on the floor. Reach and lengthen one side and another, just really as if there's no end to the length that you can find, and let it come from the inner leg and the inner body, the center line, and then let's take second side. So right leg is long on the floor. Let's fold and bend the left knee in, hold behind the knee, close to the chest. Open the foot on the right leg long. Feel and establish this pillar of strength long ways on the floor, as if you're standing on air. And then take that right arm overhead behind you. Extend and reach that arm from the side waist, from the hips, from the foot, long and open channel. Once more, on your exhale, settle and rest. So this rhythm of settling, traveling and settling, traveling and settling is mirrored in the practice itself. And then extend your left leg long on the floor. Take both arms overhead, both legs long. And once more, supporting you. So you're just reaching and stretching, just like when we wake up maybe in the morning, a little stretch before getting out of bed. Good. And from here, let's go ahead, take one more opening. We'll open the arms in the shape of a T, palms facing up, resting at shoulder height. Bend knees, place feet flat on floor, and lift hips up and over to the right just a tiny bit, and take knees to left for a lying twist. Just a simple twist, right knee resting on the left. And go ahead, take that right arm at an angle like a V, a little bit higher, and feel the line of energy all the way from the side waist up through the armpit to fingertips. Maybe turn head away from that extended arm if that's comfortable. And then toward that side arm if that's comfortable for you, just a tiny bit. And to release, reestablish that right arm and just lift the right leg up and the left follows. Set yourself even again. First, find the center place where the sacrum and the feet are evenly placed, and then lift hips up and over to the left. Bring knees to the right. Simple, simple, lying twist. And take that left arm up a little bit if that's right for your shoulder. And noticing inside, take your mind's eye inside Panini Ute and noticing the shape of the spine turning. The center of your being is steady, and the edges of your being are moving around that center. And then bringing knees up. Let's go ahead, place the feet down and feel once more, just for half a moment, your body settling. Feel the shape of the body, more circumference, more surface area of the entire body, the foundation in your feet and torso and head. Just noticing contact with the earth. And let's go ahead and roll over to one side and come on up to sitting. And take your blanket, halfway fold it again so that you have a bit of a lift. If you know your body and you know for your practices you like two heights, please take two blankets. We're just going to sit for one moment and open the legs once more, really warm them up today. So sit on the very front fold of the blanket, the front edge, and bend your left knee, extend the right leg, Take a block in front of you. Take both blocks in front of you. Inhale, raise the arms overhead and feel the weight settle into the sits bones. Release the hands down to the side. And first, bring fingertips right in front, gently, gently touching, and lift and lengthen and turn the torso just a moment, a couple inches over the legs. Drawing your energy into the center of your being, the core of your body. So the core of your body is working as you come forward, and noting the part of you that's still and the part of you that's moving. And if you'd like, you can bring elbows or hands to the blocks, keeping the spine long first. Just keep the spine long. You won't be rounding it, and noting a length from the pubic bone up through sternum to crown of head. So the front body is long for the forward folds. The extended leg is soft, not gripping. Resting and settling. Menuchat hanefesh, settling of the body soul into the earth. And then from here, come on up and let's take block in front of foot, extend that arm, fingertips are on the block, turn away from the long extended leg. So the block is just in front of your lengthened leg, and take the left arm up and turn away from that long extended leg. Turn toward the bent knee and extend and open the arm, reaching and lengthening, creating space in the body, around the body, and maybe letting then the block slide just a little bit toward, away from the body, toward the foot, and then come back up. Take blocks in front of you, switch legs, lean back, and then extend second leg. First, fingertips are right in front of you, and take a moment to feel the even weightedness of your sits bones as you turn the entire torso and pelvis over that leg. So we're just waking up the back of the leg. Very slowly, and noting the part of you that's still and steady and the part of you that's traveling at your own pace. Take blocks in front of you, perhaps hands to blocks, noting each side is different and keeping yourself at the same range of movement as the first side you did. So even if you have more flexibility in one side, keeping the practice where there's evenness on both sides. Noting the sensations, imagery, feelings as you practice this morning. And then we'll come on up and take your blanket halfway again. We're going to take a couple of lunges. If you are not comfortable being on your knees, I invite you to take these same postures just at a height of a chair or a couch. Same idea. We're just going to do a little opening of the back leg and twisting. So first, take your hands and feet to all fours. The blocks are up at the front of your mat nearby. Align index fingers, align feet with hips just under the knees and hips aligned. And take then the blocks, take hands to blocks so they're up a little bit higher under the shoulders, and you can take them at the height that's right for your body. Keep your left knee on the blanket, walk the right leg forward to a runner's lunge, 90 degrees, knee over ankle. Hands on the blocks, lift the back leg for runner's lunge. Lifting and gathering the hip points together, lifting front body up to the middle of your being. So the core of your being, and find the line all the way from inner heel, through inner leg, through the center, through your navel, the linea alba, our sides of the navel, all the way up through crown of head. And feeling that connection to your center, go ahead and walk the left block a little bit in and lift up and turn toward the bent knee, the right leg, for a gentle twist. Hand on hip, on the right hip first, turning and looking behind you. And then lift that arm up and straight up. So there's a line from the bottom arm up through the top arm. And noting once more as you move through these shapes, the center of your body that stays steady. Then circle the arm all the way forward and around back to the block. Move the blocks aside, hands to mat, front leg back, downward facing dog. Soften behind the knees. Bring the feet a little bit closer today to one another, closer to one another, and really soften behind the knees and find the length of the spine. Once more, feel the front spine. The front of the spine is long and open, the front body, and the back body widens. And then straighten the legs if that's right for your body, all the way. Maybe walk feet apart a little bit. Really explore and travel in the down dog today. Feel the down dog. And we'll soften the knees all the way down to all fours again. Bring blocks back to center, back to under the arms. Left leg forward, runner's lunge. So knee over ankle, hands on blocks, lift the right leg. And lift the front body up to meet the back body. Find the working of the body for a moment and notice if there's an efforting that you are exuding, if there's an efforting that can soften. So you rest into the strength of the core of the body, to the bones of your body, etsem, your essence, as we continue to move through these shapes. Walk the right block in a little closer and lift and turn toward the bent knee to the left. The height of the block, lifting and gathering the hip points together. Take the left arm up, first in a V and then up overhead, long and open. Channel of the arms and legs. Let that top arm circle around and keep going with the circle. Let's just circle the whole shoulder joint. The arm circling around. And then hand to block. Once more, blocks aside, front leg back, down dog. Then go ahead and bring the knees forward, walk and step all the way to a very gentle forward fold with soft knees, bent knees, hands on blocks. So a very gentle forward fold. Legs are strong and steady, establishing base of toes and inner heels, and letting energy move up through the legs. And then in your own time, rolling or swinging all the way up, arms overhead, hands come together and rest at the heart. Just feel your breath, feel your steadiness, feel yourself standing. As we studied the daughters of Zelophehad, standing. And then let's go ahead and take a flow of some standing poses. Please take blocks behind you, or if you know that you would like a greater height, take a chair behind you. Take the feet wide. First, aligning second toes with sides of mat. Feel and notice what stance is most supportive to your steadiness. And what we'll do today is we're going to do something a little different. We're going to align these heels and align the feet. And keeping the heels steady will turn the legs. So lift on your right foot, lift the toes and all but the heel and turn that foot out. And then on the left, lift the toes and turn the foot forward. Please adjust your stance if you like to align the heel with the middle of your foot. We're just playing today with finding where we're steady and camped and where we're moving. So first, we'll move through just a few of these poses and we'll go a little bit quickly. Okay. So arms, turn the hips toward the right and turn the whole pelvis and torso over. Take the block behind you for a lift, triangle pose. Maybe turn head to look up. That's right for you. Then soften behind the right knee, top arm overhead, side angle. Keeping the body steady, let's just circle that arm, circling like the samekh in Nasa. And then from here, lifting up warrior, reversed warrior. Just lift the arms back and over. The left arm rests, the right arm is up and lifted. And feeling the steadiness of your legs, of that bent knee, top arm up and back over, reverse that warrior again, and shift your weight, take the block into half moon. And you can use a chair or couch if it's nearby. In half moon, take a moment and find the very inner muscles of the buttocks and the inner muscles of the legs. Pay attention to the bones and find the center of the support in your leg. Less effort. And then soften behind the knee, come on down, swing the arm back, warrior two. Release the arms, straighten the leg, face both feet front. We're going to take a wide angle forward fold, hands at the hip crease. Once more, feel the side waists even as we hinge. Take the blocks in front of you, please. Sorry about that. Take the blocks in front of you. And then hinge at the entire torso and pelvis over the legs. Hands come to your fingertips on blocks. Or if you practice regularly and would like to take this a little deeper, you can take down dog hands. Blocks are under shoulders. Now establish your weight evenly in the legs. And notice if you can establish base of big toe and inner heel and lift through inner legs. And once more, imagine those lines of energy moving up through from pubic bone to sternum to crown. Where's the center of your leg? The center of your torso. Bend the knees, walk the feet together. Inhale, raise arms all the way overhead, palms together, hands at the heart, resting at your heart, your holy of holies for a moment. Traveling and resting. Nasahana. And then we'll take blocks behind, take second side. Walk the feet wide. First, establish them parallel. Second toes aligned with sides of mat. Turn the heel only. This is something my teacher, Gay, was teaching last week, and it's not maybe comfortable, and turn the back foot in with the heel steady. I really am playing with this in my practice right now, and it's not usual for me. It's not how I've practiced for 30 years. So playing around with where is our steadiness? Where is our foundation? Inhale, raise the arms. Please notice and establish your footing in a way that's best for you as you travel through these shapes. Turn hips to your left. And let's inhale, take the arm overhead for triangle. Take the block at a height that's right for you, behind you. And then soften behind that left knee, move through side angle, swinging the arm around. Lift the body up, keeping legs straight, reverse warrior. Lifting the left arm up, resting the right arm down. And then from this shape, traveling with the steadiness of your left leg stays steady with the leg bent, travel through and walk your back foot just a little bit and find your half moon. Noticing if softening the knee makes it a little more steady and coming into the center of the leg. Staying here for a little bit. If you need to come out, please do. And then softening that knee and coming and placing top leg down, warrior two. Straighten the leg, release the arms, align the feet parallel in front of you, blocks in front of you. Hinge the whole torso and pelvis up and over, hands to blocks or extended long and downward facing dog. Your choice. And from here, soften the knees, bring the feet together. We'll come down to the mat and take one of your blankets or two for a fold underneath you. We'll do one sitting twist, but we need a little height because we're extending one of the legs forward. So take note of what your body needs and extend your left. Yeah, let's start on the left. Extend your left leg forward. Bend the right knee. Take a block underneath it, or better yet, a blanket folded underneath it for a little softness if your knee isn't all the way on the ground. So there's support. And take hands to blanket, lift hips so that you come to sit again on the fold of the blanket with a turning up and over, very accessible naturally. Take strap around the long extended foot and hold the strap with your right arm. So your opposite long arm to extended long leg. And just sit for a moment with this shape. The strap is at the midfoot. And maybe take a tiny, as we did before, an inch forward. Long extended spine. So we're moving towards folding inward towards our leg. And noting here all that's steady inside of you. And where is the movement? Very minuscule. And keep that right arm long and extended. So maybe the hand comes closer and closer to the foot, but the spine is staying open and long. And from here, slide back up and turn away from the bent leg, which is opening up for a little twist. Left hand comes to rest lightly behind you. The foundation of the pose are your legs, your sits bones. And there's a traveling and turning all the way through to the upper body, to the neck and head. And then come back to center. Just take the right leg forward into the strap, both legs with the straps for a moment. Holding the strap taut with the arms long. Feel your staff pose. And then release the left knee, bend it, bring the blanket to support underneath. Right leg is extended, strap at midfoot. Take left hand close to the foot with the strap holding. And first, just finding that length of the front body and a gentle turning. Notice if you're gripping in the quadriceps and release and soften the calf and the back of the leg. Bring your mind's eye to the center of your leg, the center of your torso. Notice what's moving in the body right now, what's steady. And then slide on up and turn away from the bent leg. So a little twist. You can adjust the holding of the strap, but let that arm stay long and the right fingertips support very lightly behind you, feeling and sensing the center of your being, the spine turning, each vertebrae constructed to support this turning. Chana, vayichanu, camping and resting as one, as we did at Sinai. We're practicing all together, even as we're in our own separate spaces. And then come on forward and we'll take resting pose, Shavasana. Today, as I have done recently, we'll take one blanket under head and one blanket rolled under the knees. If that's right for you, take any props that you like to have for yourself for your final rest. And we'll rest together for just a few moments, settling down to the floor. Resting in the tent of your body, the temple of your body, and settling front body to back body to mat to floor to earth. And I'll call us back in just a few moments. Letting the breath deepen, noting the places where you are supported by the floor beneath you. In your own time, go ahead and draw your knees in, roll to one side, and rest for just a half a minute. Take rest in another shape. And use your hands to help you come up to sitting. Let's sit together for just a moment to close the practice. And finding a lift underneath you, whether you're in a chair or on the blanket. And just taking a moment to feel the expanse and spaciousness inside the body, the settling and holding of the pelvic bowl, receiving you into the earth, the lengthening of the spine, the widening of the collarbones. And we'll inhale and bring arms all the way overhead, palms together and into the heart. And close with the phrase, from Bereshit, B'Tselem Elokim, divinity in each of us greets the divinity in all of us. And thank you so much for coming today. Rachel's going to pop into the chat that I have an embodied tshuva series coming up, and I have a grief workshop coming up, and all of that can be found on my website. So I invite you to check those out. We'll be moving through the month of Elul. Really feel like it all begins with the 17th of Tammuz. And you can just find those there. Reach out to me if you have any questions. We will stay for another 15 for any questions or insights that you received about the text or the practice. And again, thank you so much for being here. I also have the Hebrew words that I referenced to share with you if you want to stay and know exactly what those were.